Well, a BJP leader, a youth Morcha leader, in fact, has been arrested by the police in Karnataka after the suicide of a young woman. In her suicide note, 20-year-old Dhanyashri said that she was being harassed because she had written on a social media post that she liked Muslims. She was reportedly friendly with a Muslim man. Well, this incident is not something that should be seen in isolation. We are not far from an election in Karnataka, and there has been a not so subtle Hindutva push that we are seeing in the state. And is that really going to be the theme of the BJP's campaign? The BJP President Amit Shah is also going to be in Karnataka tomorrow with Professor Rakesh Sinha and Shivam Vij still with us, and we'll go to the rest of the panel shortly. Shivam, tell us about that. I mean, is there a clear line that is being taken as far as Karnataka is concerned, where it's not, they're not even going to pretend that it's about development?
Well, I think we've seen that in every election. Before the Bihar election of 2015, for instance, there was a study in the Indian Express about how incidents of communal violence were going up, and were going up in exactly those seats where the BJP needed a turnaround. We've seen that in UP, in Gujarat, the BJP, starting with Prime Minister Narendra Modi himself, unfortunately, used Hindutva before elections. Any state before elections, there was a very funny cartoon in one of the newspapers. A Muslim family is hiding inside a tunnel, and somebody says, "Election over, come out." So basically, if it's election time, Muslims need to go in hiding. It's very dangerous to be a Muslim in India, especially election time. Election time is war time as far as Muslims are concerned.
Professor Sinha?
I don't know what Shivam is talking.
Firstly, you tell me what you think of this incident. I mean, the BJP Yuva Morcha leader being arrested for this girl's suicide.
There are hundreds of such incidents of different kinds, killings, and there are social complications, and these things should be treated.
But this involves the BJP's Yuva Morcha leader.
Anyone who is involved, whether he belongs to CPM or Yuva Morcha or Hindu Mahasabha or Muslim League, the law and order, nobody has right to take law and order in hands. Whosoever may be, if found guilty, if the crime is established, then he should be arrested and punished. There is no dispute in any civil society. There should not be any dispute on the civil society. As far as Congress is concerned, in Karnataka is concerned, Nidhi, it is not the change in the creed of the Congress. It is a change of tactics. If creed changes, they adopt Hindutva as an ideology, as a social philosophy, then it addresses to larger issues. That larger issues makes a critical and constructive impact on the national polity. But they are just for the sake of vote bank. Earlier they were minority worshippers, and they worshipped minority and they appeased them. Now they have left them, they abandoned them. During the Gujarat
and you abandoned them because you were very clear that you were winning elections.
No, they were Muslim women's vote, not Muslim men, but Muslim women.
Let me say, look, this Muslim vote bank has deterred social reform among the Muslims. Since 1986 to 2018, we are passing through a phase where Muslim women's movement, this is the first movement in the world affecting the reform among the women, that led by women, for the women, by the women, and of the women. Because all the reform movement among women had been in the earlier led by the males. You just see the widow marriage.
So Sati. Is it very clear that Hindu-Muslim issues will dominate the Karnataka campaign? Is that what you see happening?
No, I think when the Karnataka government is giving radical elements free hand, and an action and reaction taking place. PFI was responsible for the killing of Rudresh. The NIA has submitted a charge sheet.
So is that why the BJP Yuva Morcha is leading this girl to suicide?
Look, you can't.
Is that why?
You can't. Let me discuss. I am not. I am not interrupted. You are mixing two issues.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but it's very funny. The BJP Yuva Morcha is driving a young girl to suicide for merely saying I like Muslims.
So you are blaming
PFI.
You got
blaming PFI.
You got the exact.
I don't understand this.
No, you got the exact. The probe has been completed.
An arrest has been made.
No, so has probe been completed in the PFI case?
No, yes. NIA has submitted charge sheet. NIA has submitted
charge sheet.
So he is favoring radicals. I don't understand why he is favoring Popular Front of India.
No. Let's not deviate. But there is one thing. I don't want to ask Pawan Khera this.
I think you are supporting Popular Front of India. You want Popular Front of India to do more shit out there so that you can use it electorally.
Being a journalist, you should be more investigative, more critical, rather than supporting Popular Front of India.
He is not supporting the Popular
Front of India. You are supporting Popular Front of India.
But one second. Pawan Khera, Professor Sinha, I just need to get to Pawan Khera on this, because you made a point about the Karnataka government giving radical elements a free hand. Let me put the question like this to you, Pawan. Is the problem also in Karnataka that, for instance, Gauri Lankesh's murder we still don't know who killed Gauri Lankesh. You know, and you know, there are these elements that have gathered a certain strength over a period of time in the state. But what is the state government doing about it? One second, please, Professor Sinha.
Home Minister of Karnataka knows who killed.
No, that's why I'm asking Pawan Khera, what has happened to that? For example,
Nidhi, where the guilty was identified, like in this case where this girl committed suicide, the person was arrested immediately. Where, of course, investigations take time, but rule of law cannot be compromised with. Now, in Karnataka, whether it is Karnataka or anywhere else, we are witnessing a narrative where being a Hinduvadi is akin to being a Hindu. Mr. Sinha, you have to understand, Hindu और Hinduvadi में बहुत फर्क होता है. आप हिंदूवादी हैं, आप हिंदू नहीं हैं. ये आप स्पष्ट तौर पे समझ जाइए. आप रेडिकल एलिमेंट्स को एक ही तरह के क्यों दिखते हैं आप? अगर if the government of Karnataka was promoting, encouraging radicalization, why would we have arrested this Bharatiya Janata Yuva Morcha guy? It suits us, but it does not. At the end of the day, it's the rule of law, which in Ghaziabad, for example, your president, district president, rushes to a spot because a Hindu girl is getting married to a Muslim boy with consent of both families.
that Ghaziabad incident was
Love
shocking.
Jihad Brigade is, yes, it was. The Love Jihad Brigade is actively patronized by Mr. Rakesh Sinha's umbrella organizations. And the moment you corner them and question them, they'll say, what about that? What about PFI?
By the BJP.
No,
Which is also important.
After a lot of pressure, after a lot of pressure.
Pawan Khera,
After a lot of pressure.
I have a simple question to you. You said,
I'm sorry. No, Nidhi, I haven't finished.
No,
I haven't
okay,
finished.
Quickly, yeah.
Before election, you say this is fringe. After election, the fringe becomes the mainstream, as happened in Uttar Pradesh. So they encourage the fringe by introducing them into mainstream. That's their reward. Adityanath is the greatest example. I would not call him yogi because I don't think he's a yogi. ऐसे कई fringe को इन्होंने mainstream बना दिया.
Yogi Adityanath has already actually
you can
seems to have
see
made
who rewards fringe.
his sort of appearance on the Karnataka scene, and I think it's clear why. And I want to ask Dhanya Rajendran of the News Minute, who's also joining us via Skype this evening. Dhanya, is that what is very clearly happening? A very divisive a campaign that's, you know, covertly or maybe overtly got underway in Karnataka already?
See, look, most of the problems, Nidhi, are happening in the coastal districts of Karnataka, which are peculiar when compared to other districts in the state. They've always had an issue of radicalization. Both groups are very active, especially the Sangh Parivar groups are really active there. Even the Muslim groups are active in coastal Karnataka. So all through the year, we have problems in coastal Karnataka. But in the last 1.5 months, there have been so many cases. And that, I believe, is only because elections are around the corner.